Theresa Bryant here from the TV6 Weather Center with an update on our first alert day, which goes in effect at noon today and continues until 6 o'clock this evening. But that's not all we've got to deal with. We may see some heavy rain across some of the southern portions of our viewing area during the overnight hours. So let's take a look at what's happening in our area right now. And again, we will be seeing some showers and thunderstorms across our region developing. And as you can see, the first alert day does remain in effect from noon until 6 p.m. Those strong to severe storms expected to move in by late morning for our western counties. We could see a good chance for some showers and thunderstorms developing all across our region again, with some of those storms producing some heavy rain and also gusty winds. Now, we did see a line of storms that moved through earlier today. Those storms really quickly dissipating across our region, so not much more in the way of any precipitation. We'll see several dry hours through this morning, but into the afternoon, right around lunchtime, we start to see that line forming off to the west, and those storms really starting to line up across the Mississippi River Valley by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Some of those storms becoming quite strong, producing 60-mile-per-hour winds and also some brief moderate to heavy rainfall, as well as an isolated tornado or two, not out of the question. Now let's move on to 3 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We start to see that line transitioning east of the Mississippi River. Still some strong storms expected to continue before that system finally makes its way out of our viewing area, and we will see several dry hours into the early evening. But look at this. Late tonight, we start to see more rain forming across the southern portions of our viewing area. And even though the severe weather threat is coming to an end, we will see the possibility of some of those storms to the south producing some very heavy rain. This occurs somewhere between, say, about midnight and 4 a.m. Before we see things starting to lighten up. And by 7 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, we see those storms finally beginning to exit the region. Dry conditions through the rest of the day on Thursday. Could see a stray sprinkle or two, but that's about it. And then after that, looking to see a dry period as we head into Friday. Now, here's our severe weather outlook. And right now, the Storm Prediction Center has much of the TV6 viewing area at a level 1. That's the light orange you see, to level 2 risk for the possibility of severe weather. That's the darker area of orange to the north and east. That's where the area is most favored to see the strongest storms in our area. And again, as we talked about that line transitioning east of the Mississippi River and strengthening, we could see the possibility of some tornadic activity in those areas. So let's take a look at what we expect to see as far as tornadic activity is concerned. Tornado threat expected to remain fairly low, with the exception of that darker area of purple around Galena, the Savannah area, just north of Clinton, moving through the Sterling area. And again, those areas could see up to a 5% chance for some tornadic activity. So it's important that you stay weather aware for this afternoon and into this evening until those storms finally exit our viewing area. Again, we're looking at fairly light precipitation to the north, anywhere from around, maybe 1/10 of an inch to about 1/2 an inch of rainfall. To the south, that rain is really going to start to increase in coverage and intensity, and we could see upwards of 1 inch, possibly more in some of those southern counties. So do be aware of that. The ground is already well saturated. We could see some minor flooding associated with this, but right now it looks like the flooding risk is expected to remain low. So keep an eye to the sky and stay tuned to TV6 for the latest weather information. Now, our temperatures today expected to be very warm and conditions very humid. We will see temperatures reaching 88 degrees in Stockton, 87 in Preston, 89 degrees in the Morrison area. Temperatures reaching a high of 90 degrees in Muscatine, 91 in Oquawka, 89 in the Kewanee area. And temperatures here in the Quad Cities looking for partly sunny skies, warm and humid conditions, showers and thunderstorms mainly this afternoon and into the early evening hours. Again, 90 degrees, and the heat index could get into the middle 90s for some locations. Lows down to 67 degrees, and this is the area where we will be concerned about the possibility of heavy rain. These will be in some of our southern counties, mainly along and south of Highway 34. So be aware that there could be some heavy amounts of rain, torrential rain at some times, and that will continue overnight as we head into early Thursday morning. After that, we see most of the rain exiting our viewing area, partly to mostly cloudy, much cooler air moving in, a little less humidity as well. Been a while since we've seen temperatures in the 70s for daytime highs, but that is indeed what we expect to see. Our normal high 86 degrees, so it's going to stay pretty cool at least through Thursday. But again, that first alert day is what we're really concerned with, the strong to severe storms in our viewing area, with the primary threats being damaging winds and isolated tornadoes. Again, we could see some torrential rainfall out of some of these storms moving through in the afternoon, but the really heavy rain expected to move through our area, mainly the southern counties of our viewing area, through the late evening and overnight hours. So again, something that we will be watching very carefully. Here's a look at your 7-day outlook. Our temperatures are going to stay pretty warm for today, near 90 degrees, and some locations in the upper 80s. But we drop down into the 60s tonight with that heavy rain, 76 degrees, partly to mostly cloudy skies on Thursday. We're back near 80 on Friday with some sunshine expected, but that's all coming to an end. Yeah, just when you thought that we could do without more rain, we're going to get more rain. Showers and thunderstorms developing late Friday night, continuing into Saturday, and again on Sunday, and again on Monday as well. Now, the day with the heaviest rainfall expected to be Saturday. The rain chances start to lessen a little bit as we head into Monday. And after that, looking for another warm-up of temperatures across our region. So, yeah, it's going to stay pretty warm over the course of the next several days. We will see some rain chances happening in our area for that period. So, once again, first alert day does remain in effect from noon until about 6 o'clock this evening. And again, we could see some widespread rain showers and thunderstorms continuing into the evening and overnight, with the heaviest rainfall being found to our south. Be sure to stay tuned to TV6 for the latest weather information and download the QC Weather app. KWQC First Alert Weather app is an invaluable tool to get the latest weather information about what's happening in your area, watches, warnings, advisories, interactive radar, so you get a good look at what is happening right at that moment. Be sure to do that and stay tuned to TV6 for the latest weather information on air and online.